Hi there, my name's Kronenberg and welcome to my channel. This is another one of my film reviews. It's a bit of a different one here. We have Gamera versus Guiron, Guiron. It's a sci-fi adventure action film. Came out in 1969. It's rated PG, an hour and 22 minutes. There is no Amazon rating for it, but IMDb is 4.2. So the Amazon synopsis is the best one. Two young boys sneak aboard a spaceship and find themselves whisked away to the mysterious planet Terra. There they encounter Gamera's old foe Gaios and two female aliens with a taste for human brains. Gamera must save the children, battle the new monster Guiron, whose entire body is a deadly living weapon. So I'm going to try the names, but I might have to end up spelling them. The director is Noriaki Yuasa, who also directed Gamera the Giant Monster. The producer is Hidemasa Nagata, who also produced Gamera the Giant Monster. Music was Shunsuke Shunsuke Kikuchi, Kikuchi, who did the music to Kill Bill Volume 1. So here we go again. The cast, we have Nobuhiro, Nobuhiro, Kajami, Kajima, who was a Kyo, and this is the only film he's ever been in. Christopher Murphy, oh dead easy, who was Tom, and again this is the only film he's ever been in. Hiroko Kai, Kai, who was Florbella, and she was in Games. Oh, the dogs, I can hear the dog moving. Oh, it's the cat. Raiko Kasahara, Kasahara, who was Barbella, who was in A Man Called Tiger. And Umenosuke Izumi, who was Gamera, and he was in Ultraman. The only location really is it's in Japan, and it's also known as Attack of the Monsters. So if you look in Amazon, it's Gamera versus Guiron. If you look in IMDb, it's Attack of the Monsters. So if you're watching it on Amazon, like I did, make sure you put subtitles on. It instantly came up in Japanese, and I was like, if you actually watch the trailer, it's all in English. So you think, oh great, it's dubbed. Nope. So I had to watch it in the original language. So Tom, who's the only kid in there that's not Japanese, actually speaks fluent Japanese. It actually starts with an intro about stars and how they're formed by galaxies and names. It's quite interesting actually. You can get to see some pictures you've probably never seen before, even though this is from the 60s, but you know. So apparently there were some sound waves reaching Earth, but they're not sure where from, so the scientists. And so then the people interviewing him says, well, what happens? What are they going to get here? And he says something about, well, even if it came from a star, it's about 500,000 years away, and they're all like, and they're all laughing away. And then we flip to the two kids and another one, who was the girl Tomoko Mayuki Akiyama. Actually, I didn't put her down, but she was only in it briefly. I thought that says Sesame Street, but it wasn't. Sorry about that, I was just trying to find out what she was in. But they're there sort of like peering through a telescope, and then they see the spaceship. So there you go, 500,000 years away. So they find the spaceship, right? And so they run down the edge of this pit where it actually appears, middle of nowhere. But there's all these steps dug into the earth. And it's like, where have they come from? This was just a crater or something. Spaceship there. And then these steps, they all just walk down. They didn't fall down the embankment or anything. It was like, well, that's pretty cool. So I figured this bit out a bit later on. But anyway, so they actually managed to fly the ship right in space. They're flying around. There's a meteor about to hit, and Akio looks out and says, "There's Gamera." There's no weirdness or anything like that. There's this flying turtle coming through the space. I thought, what the hell is that? Well, that's Gamera. And apparently it's like the friend of the children is Gamera. He always appears to help the children. So we have a song sung by kids as we were watching this. There's Gamera sort of flying along, stopping the meteors. And it's one line, just picked it at random. Monsters coming from Mars or some other alien world. Come on, space monsters, bring it on. Let's cut and poke, okay? Go, go, go. Cut and poke? What the hell? Maybe it was the translation, I don't know, but that was the subtitles. So you've probably seen the trailer. So we've landed, right, and the set or planet or whatever it's supposed to be actually looks like it's from a set of Thunderbirds. You know, Thunderbirds I go. It's that kind of thing. It's like, my God, what the hell? Oh, and of course they can breathe the air, so they don't die. They don't have to walk around in space masks. So the Guiron creature, that's the one I think that is it. The Guiron, the one that they no, Gaios. Gaios is the one that they say. Sorry about that. I had to reread the synopsis. I didn't read the synopsis or anything when I started watching these things. So Gaios is attacking this creature, which I'm assuming is Guiron. It kind of looks like a shark on legs. So this, I just cracked up when I saw this. So Gaios fires his laser from his eyes, right? Fires it at Guiron. It bounces off his nose, this like shark nose, you know, whatever, like a saw, and then fires back to Gaios and chops his leg off. I'm just like, what the hell? It was so brutal. It's like his leg just sort of fell off and he was like hopping along. I thought, my goodness me. So it seems that the aliens' planet was sort of controlled by computers, and then something went wrong. So they're having all the AI issues that we're having now, or we're dreading. So there's no worries. Like I say, it's brutal as these fight scenes, right? So the shark and Gamera, I call it shark. It was Guiron, but I kept calling it a shark. Right, they're fighting around, and then Guiron sort of fires these ninja stars and embeds it into Gamera, and all this green blood squirts out. And just before that, I watched him actually kill a creature and then just slice up the body. I thought, what the hell? Just like, you know, this is a PG. You know when you watch gymnastics, if you do, and they have, I can't remember what it's called, but you know when they have like the 3 or 4 bars, and it's usually a guy that sort of grabs hold of one of the bars and sort of swings, whoa, 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 and then grabs the next one, and just that kind of like, you know, spinning around on his arms or his hands. Gamera grabs this bar and just sort of spins, doing exactly that, round and round and round and round, for about 10 times, and then flies off. Okay, you know he can fly. It was interesting how the kids got back home. I'm not going to say how they did it, but I've not seen the way they got back before. It was just definitely different, definitely out there. So I've seen some strange films in my time, and definitely since I've been doing these reviews. I mean, I've seen some really what the hell films. Some Clownado springs to mind instantly. God save me. But I think this one's up there. Even though it's like supposed to be a really good Japanese film, it's just like, okay, it was made in the 60s, is probably why. The monsters are interesting. Gamera kind of flew with flares, where his arms, or where the shell is, where the legs would be, that's where flares came out. His legs did come out, by the way, when he was walking around or standing up. But then when he was flying, it was these flares like coming out of his legs. It's so weird. The fight scenes, like I say, were brutal. They were slicing the limbs and heads were being chopped off. Aliens were okay. Barbella and whatever her name was, what was it? Florbella and Barbella. They were okay. They were quite funny at certain points how they actually spoke English. It was or Japanese because they didn't speak it originally. It was Rangers, and I thought, oh, that's quite good. You don't see that in alien films these days, and I think that was pretty good. The planet and buildings were just like a model. Obviously, it was all in Japanese because that's where it came from. But it was the trailer that knocked me, so I thought, oh yeah, I watched it. I'm actually going to give it a 4. But at times I was just cracking up due to the special effects. I was just absolutely laughing to death about it. I mean, it shouldn't be, but because it's hindsight. Like back in the day, this is what you used to watch, and everyone was like, "Ooh, this is really good special effects," because they had to make the proper sets. Whereas now it's all just CGI and stuff. Although Aliens is pretty good, or Alien even. But yeah, it's just some bits were just like, what the heck? What's going on here? What? What? Oh. Anyway, there you go. That's the film review of Gamera versus Guiron. I don't know how to say his name. Guiron. Please subscribe to my channel. I've got plenty of the film reviews. Like I've said before, and I'll say it again. I've kind of like I kind of love doing the film reviews. I don't normally do film reviews. Somebody told me to do one. I did one. Well, told me to suggest me doing something, and I did. And then I loved it. But then I only pick certain types. You don't see me reviewing, I don't know, Braveheart or I don't know, Die Hard or anything like that. But you'll see me reviewing. Well, I've just reviewed some just recently that people are asking for, and they are high ratings, but they're also a certain other criteria I have set for myself. Okay, well, like I say, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, give me your thumbs up if you liked the video, leave a comment in the comment box below. Have you seen this film? Have you seen the many sequels and prequels of this Gamera character? I'll probably end up doing that one day, jeez. But there you go. Okay, well, thank you and goodbye.